you really, really want it, all you gotta do is get up on your dig heels out. You know what we're talking about. You know what it's gonna do. You made it. Shuck it up, quack, quack. We got to get into it. Everything's alleged. Do your own research. We're gonna get lit up in this piece. Let's go. Yeah. This Tia Mowry, who is married to Corey Hardrick, something to that effect. I just want to say, oh yeah, she was on Sister Sister with her sister, twin sister Tamara. And I don't know, I respect both of them, but for some reason I've been expecting Tia a little bit more. Maybe because she's more real with her blackness. She married a black guy. She talked about New Orleans and loving that part. She gets jiggy with it. Now I'm sure her sister does as well, but like I said, she's just becoming more and more dear to my heart because it just seems like she's embracing that side of her, and I love it. I'm here for it. But I'm sure she embraces both too. But anyway, the reason I really want to talk about Tamara on today is because I just feel like I want to celebrate her. Because first of all, not only is she going through a divorce, you know, but she's just making a lot of career moves. As you can see, she is on the screen. She has her show on YouTube that's been around for like 3 years, Tia Mowry's Quick Fix, which is amazing. She cooks and has guests involved and stuff like that. And on this one, you'll see where her dad is one of the guests. But she just talks. She's enjoying life. She's living life. And I didn't even know she had a show. So I've been missing out. And so now I've been wanting to watch more of it. And y'all definitely go check her out because she's real. She's down to earth. She's humble. And she knows what she's doing. And she's an excellent cook. So why not? And it seems like the meals don't take that long. He says quick fix. So if you ladies need help in the kitchen area, just want to learn a little bit more 1-2 step to take it to another level, go check out her channel. Her. And I just love the outfit. That's so cute. That's so adorable. Okay, so I'm just here to talk about it. Everybody's like, you know, including myself, I did not expect this split. Even though she did recently tell her husband that or soon-to-be ex-husband, that she loves him on social media. And I'm sure she does. Just because you leave somebody doesn't mean you don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know whether she's going to continue to go on with the separation or not. I'm not sure. But I know she did file for divorce. If she does want to stick it out, I'm not here to judge her. And I wish her the best. But so far, it's been said that she is moving on to another chapter. And even with saying the I love you to her ex, or soon-to-be ex maybe, she put next chapter. So I already could tell that she's moved on. And sometimes with women, y'all think stuff just happened right then. A lot of women, including myself, I knew years before I actually left a situation that I was going to leave that situation. So I feel like this is what she did in her case. I don't know everything about the dynamic or her sign or whatever, because I know me, I was checked out, and I have heard that women check out long before the men. So I feel like she's giving it all she could. She felt like she wanted to do something different way before it came out in the public. And truth be told, I love that she's keeping her privacy. She's not really talking about it until she's ready to talk about it. And so much so that they had to ask her sister to try to get some tea. And her sister, handled it gracefully, was like, I'm just going to pray for her, see my prayers up for her, which I respect. Because they knew Tia, don't play with Tia like that. She's not supposed to play those games, okay? But sister had her back, and I respect that. Because sometimes, it's best to keep things quiet because nobody's going to understand what you have going on behind closed doors. Because like I said, I was actually surprised because I was hoping that they would work, especially since, she had the black guy and they seemed to be in love. But that's the thing. So many times people appear to be a certain way. We take social media so serious, like it's the be all, when all social media is a bunch of pictured moments, a split second of time. And, excuse me, sure, she was, making videos and stuff of her relationship too. But you can't really say what is going on in anybody's relationship. You only can speculate. Now, I could tell, like most couples, they had their issues. And anytime you're with a high-profile man who's in the NFL, some kind of sport, things are even more challenging as a woman. You have to really, really, really be strong in order to be in a relationship like that, as well as Nia Long is finding out now. And the crazy part is, in Nia Long's situation, they wanted that to come out because they said they've been known that the man was doing that. So it's like people go through great extents to expose that your man is not faithful, your man is doing this, your man is doing that. So don't ever leave a relationship based on people trying to ruin what they see. Like I said before, it's more about your relationship with your man. What conversation you having with him. Not saying that cheating is wrong. But what I'm saying is, don't let somebody else trying to come up and mess something up be the only reason you are done with a relationship. And I'll leave it there. And I'm going to move on. And that's the funny thing, because cheating may not have been a factor. It could have been a factor. It may not have been a factor. Because sometimes women just get tired and they have enough of pleasing, enough of keeping their mouth shut, being submissive, being the dutiful wife, being the dutiful mother. Sometimes just life in general can just be a bit much. And it can be even more a bit much if you're with the person you don't even want to be with, or you don't feel loved by the person you see every single day. You share a family with. You share a place of residence with. Oh, that's her dad. But people don't think about that. Some people are so programmed to keep up an image, a facade. Some people even get married from facades. Believe me, I know. And love sometimes is the last thing that comes in it. It's more about, I want to have kids. I want to have a family. But the whole time you're suffering. The whole time you're stressed out. You can't stand each other. I remember they did a clip and the husband was like, oh man, but she gets on my nerves. And she's like, well, you get on my nerves too. So that was like a bit of a clip to see a little bit into their life. And I'm just going to be honest. I've been married before. Okay. But I wasn't in love, which is the sad part. And that's teased for another time. I cared about the person and I was really for the facade. Okay. So moving on. So with that being said, that was a problem. Since I wasn't fully in love, I wasn't able to deal with stuff so easily. Okay. And that's the deal. Are you going to stay in a place just because you have kids, just because you said I do, but you depressed every day? You're stressed every day? You're arguing every day? You can't stand the person that you're with? You can't stand to see the person that you're with every day? Is that still reason to stay just because you said I do? To me, I would say heck motherfucking not. But there's definitely people out there, plenty of people out there that would say, yes, you stay. And maybe do something on the side, this and that, which I kind of can understand that dilemma. And I'll talk about that another time in more detail. But I feel like mental health is definitely important. And if you're in something that you don't feel yourself with, you lost yourself with, you feel stressed out every day, you feel annoyed every day, that takes a toll on your mental health in general. Women, we can be superwoman, but we're not superwoman all the time, especially when it comes to our feelings, emotions, and not feeling valued. That goes out the window. Because when you think about who you're going to grow old with, who you're going to spend your life with, It's going to be that person that checks all your boxes, the person that you know loves you unconditionally or despite anything that's going on. They got your back. It's hard to stay committed to a person that you don't even know if they have your back. If they're going to be there because they want to be there instead of they're just with you because y'all have a house or some kids or family together. So I just want to commend Tia because I know she probably has made up her mind and it just wasn't an overnight thing. And now she's having to hear everybody's opinion of her. And I just want her to say, you got this, girl. Be strong. You're going to get through this. You made the right decision. Don't let nobody carry you into a corner. And I know they're not because you're very, very, very strong. And I just want people to understand, cheating or not, maybe not. But the main issue is she's doing it for her. And I want people to commend her for that. Stand behind her for that. Not because she was the twin who married the black guy. Not because her husband was attractive. Not because they have a beautiful family. The reason that she got out of it, I'm sure it wasn't because, she was just like bored. It was something to her wanting to move on and do other things. And the shocking part is it wasn't just an overnight relationship. They had been married years. They had given each other time. So yes, it was definitely very shocking, definitely out of left field because you feel like, let's say if you get past 5 years, then you can probably get through things, which I feel like you can definitely see everybody's size in 5 years, the good, bad, and the ugly, to know if you want to stick it out. True enough, she went past 10 years, which is a decade of her time investing into a relationship because everybody wants to give their all in a relationship before they say chunk up the deuces. They give their best foot forward and then they keep going and they try to work at it and try to maneuver around things and give it their best shot until that no longer works. So, and you can tell me, but I may be wrong. I feel like it's even harder to leave a relationship that you've given decades to because people are going to really have those questions like, you might as well stay in it. The kids are almost grown, or you might as well stay in it. You was in it for so long. So she's really having to deal with everybody's opinion, everybody's critique. And now I don't feel like many people are supporting her decision. I feel like they're just putting it on Front Street and like, ha, it didn't work, or I see you. But as women, or just as a population, we need to support each other, especially a girl like Tia. I'm sure she had her reasons. I'm sure it just wasn't a overnight, oh, you get on my motherfucking nerves, I'm leaving. Because she passed a decade. I'm sure she knows what she could handle, what she could not handle, what she's tired of, what she's not tired of. And I love the fact that she said she could still have love for him because in my relationships and in my divorces, I knew, well, first of all, mine really don't count because I wasn't in like, I didn't really care if they didn't last or not. So, and I had courthouse wins, so that really didn't count any dang way. But getting married is not that hard to do, but getting out of a marriage is definitely harder than getting married. I'll say that. So don't do it unless you have to. But anyway, I commend her for just sticking up for herself, standing up for herself. Because a lot of people are going to have their opinions. A lot of people are going to be speculating. A lot of people are going to, think they know what's going on. But nobody really knows. And nobody is going to know unless she wants us to know or she lets us in. Because what you see on social media for a lot of people is just that, a facade. It's not actuality. It's not necessarily what is actually taking place in a situation. I want to shout out all my subscribers because I'm on the road to 1K. So Thank you for your subscribes. I appreciate you. Let me know down below how y'all feel about the situation. And once again, shout out kudos to Tia. We got you, girl. You good, girl. You doing this, Ma. You got this. Questions. Would you stay in something and you know you weren't happy? Comment down below. Do you feel like they ever was in love or not? And what do you think? Do you think the divorce is going to get finalized, or do you think they're going to get back together? Because it can happen. I'm curious to know what you think. And also, just overall, general, what is your opinion on anything, everything that I had to say? Because you know your thoughts are very important to me, and I definitely would like to hear them down below. And maybe you get a shout out in the comment section for those who have commented on my page, because I really appreciate y'all. I know y'all don't have to do it, but I appreciate everybody who does take the time out to do it. Hit that like, share, or subscribe. It means so much to me, and I really appreciate you. I do this for y'all. Thank you. Well, we came to the end of another amazing production, but we have this piece. Until next time, make sure you like if you liked any part of this video, and definitely comment down below so I can know what you think about what we discussed here on today. Feel free to share if you feel like you want to let somebody else know the tea or the allegedly. Yeah. And join the fam bam, because you know you lit, and we like you up in this bit permanently. And subscribe, because you such a motherfucking vibe. We out.